Just had a egg salmon beni. I think I forgot to take before, but I'm just finishing it. They're one of my favorite places on Blue West Village. Actually, a lot of food though. 3 eggs and home fries and Tabasco and all of that stuff. It's warm. I'm sweating a bit, but it was a bit more than I've eaten in a while. So, but it was good. Hot sauce. Now, feeling better a little bit, having posted, and I heard from my other former student, my former podcast director, about he hasn't had a chance to see the latest podcast yet, but he's sort of been with me on this for the last 3 years, since I started the podcast, and he's also a bit, I don't know, frustrated or disappointed. No, I wouldn't say disappointed, but it's a process that 10 weeks and then it happens again. So he was suggesting, like a third party intervention. That I've already said that's not going to be for me. It's it's just not my path. So it's me in it, and the odds are probably against me, but that's what it is. It's me in it, and the David and Goliath story or whatever. There must be myths of dragons being defeated by unexpected warriors. You have to look it up. Anyway, so it's me and the dragon. No one else can. As my other friend also said, she feels a bit helpless, and nobody else can help now except me, And I'm feeling very worn down. Yeah, I've said this before. But as I said at the end of the last podcast, I'm not giving up. I'm going to fight. Don't know how hard I can fight. I think I need water. Anyway, from here, I think I'm going to go to PetSmart. That always helps. And then back to the kids. Bye for now. Hello everybody, I'm here at PetSmart, and this is the one where the adoption center where I had volunteered as a driver is. So I have, a positive association with this place, and we've got lots of food, but this always helps, and so you can never have too much cat food. So here I am. The pole stall again. While I was eating, just got kicked in again, so it's okay. It's going to be hard. It was going to be hard. Totally was going to be hard. So, but this is helping a bit. So I'm going to buy some food and then head back to the kids and then lock myself in with the kids. We're at that time again. Bye for now. Keep you posted. We're back to I think this is a minute at a time. Okay, we've done it before, we'll do it again. Hello everybody. There's one baby there, and Agita just went into her playpen there. I'm on my sofa. And this was not actually easy. I'm only day 3. And coming home was actually not easy. I did film a little bit, I taped a little bit on the way back. I don't know how much of it I'll include, but I just pulled over and, I just really the pole, and I was like, I looked over some of the podcast again where I talked about how I'm going to fight this, and where I talked about my kids and my friends, and I showed my kids, so that really helped to look at the kids. And then I just kind of sat there, battling. And finally, I said I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight. If I give in on the 3rd day, then that's not much of a fight, is it? So then that's resignation. Then that's then that's that whole thing of, frustration and I can't beat this, so just give in, and then that'll be the end of me, and then big problems for my kids. And my friends won't be too happy either. So I'm just going, I gotta do this, so I came home with a bit of effort, but I came home, and I think yesterday's casino thing sort of helped, because I did spend a fair amount of money on that too, so I'm probably broke today. I don't think I could access much anyway, and my binges are expensive, so anyway, that's what I'm home, I've got the kids, and I'll try to at least do a journal entry. I don't think I can do real writing today, but I'm going to at least do a journal entry. I didn't do one last night. I got to get back to that. That's my connection. That's my. Hello, everybody. It's about 4 o'clock on day 6. So Agita is there, and one baby is there, and one baby is there. Earlier, and I have been either on the sofa or actually there on the dining table, trying at least to do some writing. So earlier, both the babies had been here on the floor, and I was watching them from here, and that was really nice. It helped. And then I was sitting there trying to write. I wrote a bit, and a couple of pages so far today. And Agita came and rubbed against my right foot. She foot petted me, or she head petted my foot. So that was nice. And then she went and sat there. Yeah, there were some pulls earlier today. Now, this could be because yesterday I did try to write some of the details from the latest binge, the private details that I don't share in podcasts. I'm writing this for myself, but they're very intense. It was a very intense details, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Very, very powerful id stuff, very dragony stuff, So, yeah. So today, I guess I'm not shocked that there were pulls again, but I cannot go back to that. There's all the pushes, there's the kids, there's the friends, there's everything else, And I'm kind of glad that that last bridge got burnt, because otherwise they would have been back in that situation and it would not have been good. Let's just put it that way. So anyway, here I am. Yesterday I did do some writing. Yeah, I cut and pasted too, as my friend said. She goes, she agrees with working smarter rather than harder. And because I've already written quite a bit, events, thoughts, feelings, whatever, in texts and emails to friends. So rather than rewrite that in the description, and I don't include, when I cut and paste, any of their texts, because that's their side, is their writing, and there's privacy and all of that stuff. So just my replies when I am discussing my own thoughts and experiences and what's happening, the last couple of days and all of that stuff. Rather than rewrite all of that, I just cut and paste it, and that's what she calls working smarter rather than harder. So I guess that's repurposing texts and emails. I have said before, much earlier in my writing, that I do include texts because it adds texture, pun intended, of course. So I've worked the. Okay, what am I up to now? 12 pages yesterday, another 14 pages. Out of that, I think 7 now repurposed for text and emails, So anyway, I guess I'm moving. It's something, I'm moving, I'm starting to at least excavate some of provide a little bit of balance. As my friend keeps saying, that she saw the footage at the end of the binge where I was sad, and I was, it didn't look like I was having a good time at all, and I was struggling. But she says, we don't know what you're thinking, or what the imaginable delights were. And I'm like, I don't think she wants to know. I don't think she wants to know what, because the unimaginable delights were really unimaginable, and the horrors were unspeakable. I still want to write them down for myself as a balance, perhaps, as a counterbalance. Whether I ever actually publish them or share them with anyone else, they're a balance to, what I do share. What I hold out from the podcast. So that's kind of, what's been happening. Now, there's also been some, and I'm not going to go into this right now, but there's been some, she, that particular friend, responded particularly to my talking about Jordan Peterson, and let's just say she's not a fan. And she said that before, in my previous podcast, And even in this one, she felt that I was being too polite, and maybe, I was just being very professional. And, I said, but now I don't know. Now it's kind of really pissed me off too. The comments that he's been making about Pride and about Elliot and about, as a swimsuit model, and I'm just like, aside from the fact that the whole swimsuit model edition thing is sexist and misogynist to begin with, and it's female models, but they included a quote plus size one, and of course he has to go, she's not beautiful. This is not the aesthetic ideal of beauty, and it's supposed to be a fitness magazine. So why would you show somebody who isn't fit? I feel like, I on the one hand, I feel like calling him every name in the book, but then that's not really gonna help. And then I'd be reducing as I said to my friend, I'd be reducing myself to his level, and his supporters, acolytes level. So I don't know. I just, at this stage, I'm going to go. It's still really ironic that his name came up during the binge when I was a dusty dumpster rodent weasel. And, the whole weasel thing, I think I was explaining to someone, I haven't actually read his books as such. I have read about him, and I've read some of the, and I know the Jungian stuff because that's my own thing anyway. But his 12 rules, I think I did look at them, online or somewhere, taken from his writing and repasted. So I have looked at the rules, and even there's one, as far as I remember, somewhere there is one: stand up straight, don't be a weasel. And I kind of clicked again, as I've told you. He's my diametric opposite, because I do see myself as a dusty dumpster rodent weasel when I made binging, and but I say it affectionately. I mean, it's one of those things where it depends on who's saying it and how they're saying it. And the person who came up with that was using that as an affectionate term for the people who, in her term, slither. It's kind of a term for the underground journeys, of various things. So, but that whole dusty dumpster rodent weasel, I don't, when I use it somewhat affectionately, and that's a different path. And I think I've written this. I don't think I said it in the podcast, but I've written this earlier that I'm on a very different. I'm also dealing with shadow and the Jungian concepts and all of that stuff that Peterson is, from his upright perspective, which I find a bit, repulsive. But I'm slithering through it. I'm slithering through the shadow and sharing the shit I get through. But it's not a bad thing. It is the big good and bad. We're kind of beyond good and evil here, and he was a big fan of Nietzsche, but again in a different way. I mean, we have some of the same influences. Existentialism, in my case, Sartre, Camus, very strongly, and I think to a certain degree his too. But we seem to have taken different, different material out of there. We've taken it differently. We interpret it differently, and we live it differently. So my friend was like, she was happy that I ranted against him in my text to him and to her. She was like going, at least you ranted. So, but I don't know. I just don't want to get into the public debate. I just don't want to do it. It's just not my thing. I mean, and I don't really want to. I may call him names in private, to my friend, but I don't see really the benefit at this point of doing it publicly, So I don't. Yeah, some public. I got 20. I actually looked it up. He has got 5.4 million YouTube subscribers. I have 46. Not 4,600, not 46, 1,000. I have 46, So I actually lost one last month. Instead of gaining subscribers, I'm losing them. I lost one last month. I went from 47 to 46. But then I haven't asked. I never, how some YouTubers go, hit the thing at the bottom and please subscribe. I'm not going to do it. I don't do it. I don't really need subscribers, And my friend had some very nice comments to make about how my she would rather be a person with 20 subscribers who doesn't intentionally harm others, than someone with 20,000. He's got more than 20,000. He's got 5.4 million, but who spouts out stuff that is hurtful to others, So I'm just, I'm just going to stick to myself. I'm not going to attack. I'm not going to, I'm not going to call him names. That serves no purpose, I feel like it, will it make me feel better? It may, but, no, I'm not going to do it, So anyway, that's what's happening. I'm going to get back to writing. I started some of the descriptions, and it's pretty dumpsterish. I'm quite the weasel when I'm dusty dumpster rodent weaseling. And I think my friend actually called him a dusty dumpster rodent weasel, but when sober. But that's kind of, she's using the term differently. I was slightly offended at that too, because comparing him to dusty dumpster rodent weasels to me is a bit offensive to weasels, because dusty dumpster rodent weasels can be noble. It's a noble slithering, and we may hurt ourselves. We don't. We try mostly not to harm others. There is a code amongst the dusty dumpster rodent weasels. There is, sort of. Well, sometimes. Anyway, look, it's really hard to talk about this shit. Well, it's time for me to go back there and try to write some of these details so that I can actually write about, that I can actually discuss this without, being as vague as I have to be here. Bye for now. And I think later today I may actually go out to eat. I haven't been out of the house in a couple of days, and I might go to Chinatown or go have some Indian food or some Chinese food. And then tomorrow I think I'm making a day trip. I'm gonna go cut the grass. And I talked to my contractor today, and I told him, I said, look, we really need to speed up on the house, even if it's not 100% finished, even if I'm not going to get the full value for it, but I need to get that house sold so that I can buy one in the town of Chatham where there's more people around and I'm not just isolated here looking out the window. I can go for walks here, but it's a different thing when you're in a house and you've got a sidewalk and you've got neighbors, even if you don't talk to them, which I probably won't. I'll wave at them, I'll say hi, but that's going to be and I don't have that in my country place. It's just too isolated, But in the town, I can write, spend time with the kids, and we're also the house. I really want it for the kids because they will love having windows to look out. This is way too high. Windows that they can look out and see birdies and see other cats and people walking by, and I want to build a patio. An enclosed patio with screens so they can sit and they would love that. So the sooner we get there, the better it will be for all four of us. Particularly for me, because it will be a big help to me. So even if it means selling this house for less than the optimal value, as long as there's enough that I can get something equivalent that will work for us in the town, I've told him, I said, do it, even if it's going to end up with $50,000 less, fine, let's just do it. I gotta get, that's going to be a very big push for me. Anyway, talk to you later, okay? I'm going to write, go out to eat, tomorrow trip, day 6. We made day 6, Bye for now. Hello, I'm here at a Pakistani restaurant downtown Toronto, and I used to come before the pandemic. It wasn't the cleanest of places, but after my recent binge, I was like going, I don't think I should be too worried about cleanliness. But they've cleaned up. They've renovated since the last time I came in. These booths are new, and the food that a lot of I think Pakistani cab drivers come here. You can see the cabs on the side. So, but I've got a naan, chicken kebab, and palak. Palak is spinach. And I had asked for, thank you very much, excellent. I've had green chili to come. I was considering having karai chicken, which is a particular kind of chicken curry. Oh, the naan is very good. Oh, hot! It's swimming in butter. Oh, soft. Now, I was kind of in. Hello, everybody! It's me, the Nutty Professor. I'm back, and it's day 7. Day 7, clear. Now, there's some stuff going on, and I don't reveal personal, but I do have a visitor, and, a son of a very dear friend of mine, so I'm showing him around, and I've told him that I'm not really very good with humans, but he's an honorary cat, because, his family is cat rescuers. So there's an exception. I've allowed him into the apartment. I won't show him, privacy, all of that, but I've allowed him into the apartment. It's very rare. Now, the kids, the twins and Agita, they're hiding. They're like, the twins are kind of shocked, because they're going, we thought our dad was the only human in the universe, and now there's another human that is coming to our domain, So, it's, I'm enjoying talking to him, but it's a completely different energy. I'm not used to young people. They think differently, So anyway, but I'm having another human, and it's a nice redirection. He's subscribed. So I now have 47 subscribers again. I've gone back up, whereas Jordan Peterson has 5.7 million. But I'm catching up. I'm up to 47 now, So anyway, it's been better. Yesterday I went out, I ate, and then I heard that I might be getting a visitor today. And even though I'm not really very used to young people, I was looking forward to it. I was excited. And he's very much into music, which is good. Except it's a different kind of music than I'm used to. And he's playing me all this music, and I'm looking, yeah, it's pretty good, But, it's hard to tell. And I don't have, he doesn't, see, we're just on such different wavelengths. I don't even have a stereo here, I'm on a completely different trip, So, on the whole, the news is good. 7 days clear, and I'm distracted, and it's nice to have young energy and show him around, and then he's going to a concert tonight. So, and particularly I want to say hello to his mother, Hi, it was a very dear friend of mine. Bye for now. We'll keep you posted. Hello, everybody. I'm here at a ramen restaurant. With my friend's son. I'm not going to show him, obviously. And you know something? In all the podcasts that I've done about food, and I've probably done hundreds, dozens, this is the first food that I do not like. It's bland, and it's tasteless, and my friend likes the ramen. So, but the ramen is the one cuisine I've never had, and it's not vegetarian. There's no seafood stuff, so I got this salmon thing. Very bland, And even the gyoza here is nothing like the gyoza in Chinese and Japanese restaurants. So this is the very first food review from the Nutty Professor, where I'm giving 1 and 2 paws down. This is a 2 paws down meal. I'm probably not going to finish it. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. I just dropped off my friend's son, and I don't know. It was interesting, but it was awkward, and I think it's just because I'm not used to young people. I'm not used to any people except Dusty Dunster rodent weasels, That's a whole different thing, And, his mother is a good friend of mine, but again, that's sort of long distance. It's a different energy. And young people, young human people, their interests are so different. And I just, I don't know. He's very polite, very nice young man. And he was like going, I had a good time with you. And I'm like going, the food was awful, the conversation was awkward, but, and there's some issues, and, I deal with these issues in my podcast, but I can't, and I did reveal, because, I do, when he asks me questions, I'll answer them, and I don't know, I don't know, I feel bad, but doesn't matter, I just hope he has a nice time the rest of his time here in the city, And hello, everyone. everybody, it's a few hours later, and I dropped off my friend's son, and, I have received an email from my friend, which I had missed before, and if I had read that, it may have made a difference to the whole encounter. But anyway, it's okay. I mean, it was nice to have him here, and I hope he enjoys the rest of his stay here, and I hope that he enjoys his concert tonight, So, it's me and my kids. That's our family, that's my family. So we got one baby there, we got Agita there, we got the other baby there, and it's gonna be really tough. I did tell him that, and the poor kid was like, he's kind of worried about me, and he's like, have you tried this, and have you tried that? And I go, yeah, I have, So it's for me, it's either I do it on my own or I don't, and so. But I'm going to fight again. If I'm going down, I'm going down fighting. I'm not going down without a fight, So me and my 47, I got 47 subscribers again. So very few people who see these, Bye for now. I'm gonna keep you posted, and I'm gonna keep fighting. So from the 1, 2, 3 of us, 1, 2, 3 kids, and myself, 4 of us. Bye for now.